Where are you? There it is. Okay. I had to get the shop pulled up on my other phone. Okay. Robert just plugged in a new fish whistle. Hell yeah, dude. That's what's up. I probably should have done that before the live, but that's okay. I'll be chilling. So I figured it might be interesting to do a little late night live. I don't know how many people would tune in, but we might get a little bit different of a crowd. So, um, questions, Robert. First off, can you hear the AC? Because the AC makes a weird kind of noise. But I don't know if the music is drowning out the sound of the AC, or even if you can hear the music for that matter. But oh yeah, I need a couple things. I got these. I need line, and some clippers. 30-pound maximum. So what we're tying up here is basically leaders for cut plugs. So this is how I have them set up. Let me see, I'll push this down. So the way I have it set up, so the beads sit right at the tail of that cut plug, and then I have a 4-finger gap between my heavier gauge hook and my light wire trailer hook. So I'm gonna pre-tie some of these. You hear both, you think? The AC is like a wah, 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 wah. It's really fucking annoying, but I can turn it off if you can actually hear it. I don't know if you were gonna be able to or not. I just broke my edging streak. What? Oh man. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Alright. So I'm not gonna measure this off the gate, but we're gonna measure it when we're done. I'm aiming for 32 to 36 inches. I just assume you're dabbing. Is that stereotyping? I definitely am not dabbing. So you're incorrect. I'm a traditionalist. Okay. Are you guys still there? Are you guys still there? I don't know what happened. I lost you there for a second. The stream dropped or something. So if you guys are still there, let me know, please. Can you please tell Dale Wilson to take care of his kid? Who the fuck is Dale Wilson? Gotta love these these freaking vertical lives. Okay. Man, I don't know why the stream dropped. I even did Prism because last time I was having a problem with the stream dropping. But I'm through Prism right now, so it should be fine. Robert, are you still there? Let's see. Okay. Second part of it is the trickier part.
Do you ever feel the beauty of the world? Tell me, Jim, how you can feel. I'm Kevin Hart.
I'm Kevin Hart.
I am Kevin Hart.
I'm Kevin Hart, and I love acting. But my true calling is playing the new puzzle game, Royal Kingdom. That's why I started the Kevin Hart School of Acting Like Kevin Hart, so more people can actually take my roles and I can play more Royal Kingdom. Doesn't get better than that. These kids don't listen. These kids don't listen. These kids don't listen. These kids don't listen.
There we go.
I think Kevin's a great teacher. Stay on that side.
Kevin says it's important to be in the moment. But then he says, but not this moment. I'm playing Royal Kingdom. Get out of the way.
There's no ads. There's no ads. And you don't need Wi-Fi. And you don't need Wi-Fi. No, that's what I'm telling you.
Do I have anybody in here still?
The tennis ball is a piranha. React. Don't even. Oh, no.
People always tell me I remind them of Kevin Hart.
Oh, good job. Yeah.
I can see it now. Stop it!
All right, well. Not today, Mr. Piranha. I would do the same thing.
Kevin taught me to act befuddled.
Comedy.
Okay.
It's this face.
So.
Yeah. They made a lot of progress.
Now I need. Where's my. Gotta get my measuring tape.
My name is Kevin Hart.
I should have set this up
I'm trying to
first.
live my dream.
Okay. So from that to there. Okay. And I think we need 4 beads. Yes. So we got these double hooks. I have a 4-finger space between the front hook and the back hook. putting these 6mm beads on here. Okay. So, I should be able to check that. So use this cut plug to check as a reference. So I'm wanting these leaders 34 to 36 inches from the front of the cut plug. So, or 32 to 36. So put the cut plug there, measuring out to 42 right now. So we'll cut this at 36. Okay. Then we just strip that back out. We're going to put it on the board. Okay. Come on, go through the little slot. There we go. Okay. So this is how we're going to store them. I'll show you guys in just one second. Because this way, if I do all these ahead of time, when I'm on the boat, if I have something go on, or if I just need a fresh hook or whatever, I can just quickly grab one. Hooks are safely stored in the board, and rocking and rolling. So,
our wide selection of Toyota certified used vehicles comes with surprises, but only the good kind. Limited warranty. Low miles. How many of those do you have? A lot.
okay. Looks like I lost everybody that was in here when I first started it.
I used to have
That's
flare-ups where
unfortunate.
I would feel like an elephant was sitting on my chest, and that's
Dang, I lost my group. Alright, let's keep working on these leaders. So that's good to know. So if I make them as long as I did that time. Nope, grabbed the wrong spool. Ooh. That's my 20 pound. I need my 30 pound. So we go like that. Robert, it's doing what again? What's it doing? It dropped there earlier. I don't know why. It just randomly dropped. And I mean, I look at it now, it says 4,000 kilobytes streaming, 90% battery. Like, everything is good to go. So, hopefully it doesn't drop again. What's it doing? What's it doing? Okay. There we go. Do I need to close it? Dang. Hopefully I get a response from Robert. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Let's see. Seems stable now. Okay. I mean, I don't even know what happened. When was it acting up like on your side visually before the stream crashed, or I don't know. But yeah, it does seem fine now. Okay, so for the hooks that I'm using on this, we're using a 4/0 addicted bait hook for the bottom. It's a more fine wire, and then we're using a VMC, and then that's a 4/0, and then we're using a VMC Tech Set bait hook for the top. And we're doing a 4-finger gap. Okay. The second hook's always the trickier one to tie, but I've been getting it figured out. Got a kink in there that I'm not a huge fan of. You had to keep hitting the live button. Okay. So, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to rig it with 4 beads. Well, hopefully it stays good now. I'll keep an eye on that battery percentage, and if it gets lower, then we'll plug it in, make sure it doesn't die. But hopefully the stream stays stable from here on out. Okay, so we got to take our test cut plug. We're making leaders for these cut plugs right here. If you didn't see that, Robert. Okay. And the way that I'm measuring these, see, you can see that hook perfectly comes out right by the tail.
There isn't too much hot sauce, is there?
Right how I want it, right there. And so we're measuring from the tip of the cut plug down the leader. And I'm going to 36. Okay. 30 pound maximal ultra green. Not super stoked on the kink that I got in this leader though. Yeah, just to save time on the water, you know. I like to be more prepared rather than underprepared and minimize time retying. So So let's see. Well, I don't know how many we'll tie up tonight. Maybe like 10 or so. Yeah, we'll probably work through. I mean, each of these is 10 hooks. So we'll probably work through one pack of those. Because, I mean, I'm not going to be going through these a ton. You got soft spinners. I'm working on going to fish the Checo Bay this October. Hell yeah, that's awesome. What kind of blades are you using? I've noticed there's tons of options for blades out there now. I was kind of looking at some stuff from High Class Tackle. VIP. Okay, cool. Yeah, there's so many blade companies now. It's kind of crazy. So we're just tying egg loop knots. Basically, it's a mooching rig. That's just extended.
What's for lunch? Gas station sushi.
Trust that.
So my friend used to run like a triple hook setup, but ended up doing these double hook setups. and just spacing them out. You won them on Salmon Trout Steelheader? Hey, that's awesome, dude. Hell yeah. They give them away during like a live stream or something? There we go. Ah, that kink in that last leader bugged me so bad. Like, no. That's awesome, man. So was it like a little pack of different blades, or? Yeah, I don't have a lot of confidence with spinners yet because I only had one takedown on a spinner this last fall, but I definitely would like to fish them more. So, okay. Pull that all the way through, cut plug there. $36. Boom. Okay. Okay. Oh yeah. I can take this other one off of here. Don't need this on there.
You know what they say. You get out.
But yeah, look at that.
I'm 2 steps ahead.
Look at that.
We've got big goals in this kingdom.
That's that VMC
level by level, box by box.
Tech Set Bait Hook.
New game, same dedication.
That's the addicted one.
No ads.
Woo. Sweet pack in another box, VIP line locks, bead chains, beads, and wow, dude, that's awesome. What a score. That's an awesome little prize pack there.
It is.
Hello, America. It's your girl, Heather McMahon, and have you heard the exciting news? Stouffer, the supreme shells and cheese, is made for your pantry. I am on an exciting mission to bring a box to every pantry in the U.S., every single one of them. So come on, we got pantries to fill. Hug if you love cheese. We are bringing Stouffer Supreme to people with the last name Pantry. First pantry on the list. Here you go. Plenty of room in that pantry. Here you go.
No. Skip the commercial. All right. Making some progress. Yeah, I just decided to do a random live stream tonight. I was like, I don't know how we'll do, but we'll pop in, we'll tie up some of these leaders because I needed to do it anyways. So yeah, we'll try to tie up. We'll tie up about 10 of these suckers on the stream. I do on my egg loop knots, I do 7 and 7 for the times around that I do it. Some people do like 10 and 5 or whatever, but I don't know. I just like 7 and 7, you know. Lucky numbers. Okay. Yep, 7 and 7. That's how I do it. Because I feel like there's not really a wrong way per se to do like an egg loop knot. Like as long as you have a good amount of wraps, like, you know, I feel like 5 would probably be like a minimum. Okay. Got our gap. Gotta tuck this other hook in. Two bottom wraps crossed. Whatever. I don't know that I love that. Maybe I should redo it. Yep, we're gonna redo it. Do I have summer steelhead fish? I sure do. Hey, what's up, Sandy? But yeah, I do summer steelhead fish, but not a ton. I need to work on that for sure. Okay. Gonna have to cut this leader off and restart it. Wasn't happy with it. I might redo that other one too, honestly. Yeah, I'd like to make a couple trips out for summer steelhead again this year, but I don't think I'm going to dedicate as much time to it this year as I did last year, because I missed out on a lot of my regular fisheries that I like to do, like trout and smallmouth bass and stuff. So I definitely want to do more of that this year. Um, but I'll be doing some stuff with springers, and yeah, we'll be mixing it up for sure. I just put out my last steelhead video. What was that, Sunday? So I don't know if you guys have seen that, but if not, that's the last winter steelhead video for my 2025 season. It was a nice little chrome fish. Not like super chrome, but it was a pretty nice late season fish. Alright, let's redo this. Okay. Man, you are a night owl. Is it around midnight? It is, yeah. It's almost 1 o'clock now. It's 12:54. I'm usually up until about 3 a.m. 2 to 3 a.m. I fished last summer almost every day until the Wilson got too low. How was it for you? Did you have some good luck out there? Just found your channel this season. Great content, man. You definitely caught some nice fish this year. Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. It was definitely a bit of a grind, though. That's for sure. There's a lot of days of not catching fish. So the days that I did catch it definitely was nice. Trout and steelhead were lockjaw. Oh, you caught trout, steelhead were lockjaw? Gotcha. How many did you end up with? I ended up hooking into 12 fish, landing 10 of them. So, not fantastic, but not horrible either. A friend of mine out that way, his son has only caught 2 salmon all season. He said it was tricky. Yeah. Salmon or steelhead, Sandy? Because the salmon, like spring salmon season just started. For me, salmon is salmon. That's fair. That's fair. Can't argue that. Okay. Checking my gaps, making sure my gaps are good. kokanee fishing is fun. I have never tried it, honestly. I've heard of, like, my rod builder, he definitely is a kokanee fisherman, and he's like, oh, I got to get you out there and give it a shot. But he also said you got to be, like, kind of careful because you can, like, rip their lips off. If I had one in my hand, I wouldn't be able to tell you if it was native or not, let alone what type of salmon it was. Oh, Sandy, natives, it's easy to tell. They have an adipose fin. They have a back, right? If their back is smooth, it's hatchery. If it's got a fucking lump, little fin, it's native. Easy. Detroit looks like Bowie 10 some days. It's that bad, huh? I fished at Bowie 10 before for trout, but it was just like bank fishing. I was never in a boat out there. Okay. Okay. Watch me forget that fact by tomorrow. That's funny. I wish I have a thing around here somewhere that has, like, how to identify salmon on it. Starting to get some progress going here. Look at that. Look at that. And there's another 2 beads in the bag. Let's see. I watch Sarah My Style Baits fish a lot from Bowie 10. Yeah, I watch their channel too. I think they just put out a video like yesterday or the day before. I try to watch all the local people, honestly. Like, I just found another guy earlier tonight that I had never seen before that fishes some local stuff. Your gear always so clean. I try, dude. I try. I don't know that it's always clean, but I try. Like, having well organized gear and, like, I don't know, having a uniform layout for things is just really satisfying. You know, like, there's something nice and like look at this. This is my for trolling. Put my cut plugs in here. Got my hooks, spinners over there. Like, look at that. I like to keep it, you know. I don't know. Skipjack Cindy, what's up? How the hell are you doing? Like to support all the local channels. Yeah. Cindy, you gorgeous lady. Very organized. Yeah, I try to be. I mean, it's not always that way though. Sometimes it's organized chaos, but you know, we do what we can. If it's neat, it doesn't look like a dog's breakfast nearby. Yeah, true that. Well, it's easier to find everything that you're looking for.
Yes.
Like,
Well, let's say
it's just everything is easier when you organize your stuff. Like, that's what I do when I get bored. Like, if my bag's a mess, I get bored or something, I'll literally just like take the time to take my stuff apart and organize it.
Sunlight is a powerful thing. Pets know, and so does Purina. That's why 100% of Purina's power comes from solar and wind investments to help make the food that powers your pet. Purina cares here.
Trying to wake up for work? Oh, wow.
What's on your mind?
You guys seem to have a great hatchery program for steelhead here on Vancouver Island. It's a big debate for more hatchery steelhead. Fishing's tough these days. Yeah, I mean, honestly, this year was really tough for steelheads. I struggled. I still got some, but it wasn't easy to come by the ones that I got. And I mean, like, I knew other people that were totally out fishing me, but I kept putting the effort in and ended up getting 12 hooked and 10 landed at the end of the season, so not too shabby. But broodstock program, man, broodstock program, like, it's huge. I think broodstock is something that a lot more people need to look into. I think it's definitely the future of hatchery programs for sustaining like good populations of fish that aren't as harmful to like the natural native populations per se. So yeah, broodstock programs are great. I think your hatchery program's fascinating, but also think it possibly undermines the natives. So not necessarily, Sandy. There's very so the wild fish society has a lot of very strict regulations in place for ODFW as far as hatchery escapement goes. And so the deal with, I don't know if you know this, Sandy, but the deal with the broodstock system is the broodstock system, they catch wild fish and they breed these wild fish in our hatchery systems to be hatchery fish in these rivers. So they'll collect up these wild fish that were caught online, like, you know, somebody hooked into it, fought the fish, landed it, ends up in the broodstock program, and that ends up turning into hatchery fish, which come back and they have the same wild genetics as wild fish, but they're fin clipped. So they're finding that like not only is there a higher survivability rate with the broodstock fish, but that there's like a lot of times the regular hatchery fish, they'll just like bolt straight up the river. But yeah, the wilds, they'll kind of like work their way through.
I'm Kevin Hart. I'm Kevin Hart. I am Kevin Hart. I'm Kevin Hart.
They study the wild and hatchery steelhead, and they are genetically the same.
Playing a new puzzle game, Royal Kingdom. That's why I started the Kevin Hart School of Acting Like Kevin Hart, so more people can actually take my roles and I can play more Royal Kingdom. Doesn't get better than that.
Didn't realize your broodstock is actually from wild source. Nope. Yep. That's exactly how the broodstock program often operates. Is they use wild fish for that program, and they're only allowed like so many, right, that they can use towards the brood stock. But it's a fantastic system that we have in place.
Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and
Okay.
reject it. You better give me space, I'm protected. My adrenaline.
So do they catch new broodstock each year? Yes. Yes. There's new broodstock caught each year and spawned in each system. And there's different regions, and they'll all have their own, like, for instance, Alcee that I fish, that's real close to me. Alcee provides broodstock fish for the Alcee and the Silet system. So their hatchery covers 2 coastal river systems. It used to do Siuslaw, Alcee, and Silets, but now it just does these 2 because the Siuslaw got moved over to a different hatchery that's over in the valley. I think it's the Leeberg hatchery is where theirs is being done at. Yeah, they put quite a few in their live wells, yeah. Yeah, and I don't remember how many, but like depending on the different region, like there's a certain allotment of like what they can have for like broodstock fish. So but I think broodstock is definitely the way of the future for hatchery fish. And I think that all river systems need to start adopting that approach to hatchery fish. It just makes sense. And then the Wild Fish Society has literally nothing to stand on when it comes to them talking about hatchery fish breeding with wilds. Because if you're using wilds to make hatchery fish, you're not polluting the gene pool. So. Oh, and Sandy and everybody else that's coming in that may have missed this. So this is what we're doing. We are tying these leaders that are for these cut plugs, right? And so I'm measuring everyone I'll run it through to the 4 beads. I know that the 4 beads perfectly align this hook to the back of the cut plug. And so I'm pulling that all the way through, and then I'm measuring from right where the line comes out of the tip up to 36 inches, and then I'm cutting that off right there so that all of these are consistent. Because if I measure it pre-rigged and I go off the beads, then my leader comes out to like 39 inches. So I measure it rigged so I know what it's going to be like that way. You can't always guarantee a brand new broodstock each year, so there is a lot of controversy over the genetic distribution. So like I said, the way that the broodstock program works is that they catch wild fish, right? And obviously there is going to be a fluctuation from year to year based on how many wilds are coming back. and different systems are going to have more wilds than others, and so those systems will allow for more wilds to be retained for hatchery broodstock programs. And there are some rivers in Oregon that just they don't have any broodstock implementation, and some of them are just wild rivers that have retention. Actually, we have four or five rivers within Oregon that allow for wild retention, and it is a small amount. Like you can keep one a day, 3 per year on those systems. But then, yeah, then that's a controversial subject in itself because then you're harvesting wild fish, and then that's a touchy subject for people. Natives planted fish, so why shouldn't we? Yeah, and honestly, I'm really excited to see what the Siletz tribe does now that the Siletz is getting more rights back to their fishery. I'm really excited to see what they do with their hatchery program and to see like what kind of improvements that they might make there. So that'd be really cool. All right. That was the second half of your comment. Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Put your trust in Toyota Service Centers.
No.
Gas station sushi.
These ads are killer. Smith River has a tribal hatchery now. Like, are you talking Oregon Smith down in Reedsport? That has a tribal hatchery now? You're talking about Australian trout hatcheries with that. Oh, gotcha. That's so. Do you have rainbows down there, Sandy, or like what kind of trout do you guys have down in Australia? Is there certain like species specific to that area at all, or California? Oh, the California Smith. Yeah, okay. Lord Heaps. I've never heard of those. Rainbow, Brown, and Brook. Right on. That's awesome. I've always wanted to catch a brook trout. I have not. I know there's a few places in Oregon that you can catch them, but I've never made that happen yet. All our trout species were introduced, but it's one of the few introduced animals that everyone loves. That's fair. It's hard not to like trout. Oh, got caught on my finger. Okay. My father used to fly to the southern states for a week-long trout fishing season up in the lakes. Hell yeah. Yeah, I mean, trout are what started me on fishing. That's like what got me my whole love of fishing in the first place. You know, I grew up on the Oregon coast, and there's a lot of opportunity on the Oregon coast for trout fishing. And started out in stock ponds, and then it ended up moving into coastal rivers and catching the wild trout in the coastal rivers, and that just really, really blew up my love for fishing. Been doing it near on 14 years. I think it's a 16-hour drive to my nearest trout stream. Wow, you gotta like really, really want to go if you want to make it there. Wow, that's a long drive. That's like you gotta plan a vacation just to go. Okay. Coastal rivers is addictive. I know my friend calls me a river or my friend Paul calls me a mountain range bigot because I always want to fish the coastal range. He's like, you never want to go over the Cascades. He's like, you just want to stick in the coast. I'm like, yeah. He's not wrong though. He's definitely not wrong. He's always trying to get me to go over the Cascades to fish for shit. Let's see. Public access to coastal rivers is super limited. I don't know about that. I wouldn't say it's super limited. I would say there's actually a fairly good amount of access to a lot of stuff. Our mountain streams have native stock, but the fish getting removed probably outpaces the natural breeding. We have to have a stocking program to keep up for sure. Damn. Let's see where we're at. We're 70% on the battery. Ooh. There's nothing like the coast. How's the sea run cutties where you're at? Oh yeah, I love sea run cutties. There's definitely a couple good rivers near me for that. And that's another thing that I'm going to definitely be doing this year that I didn't do a whole lot of last year. I ended up catching some sea run cutthroat during like salmon season, um, but I didn't like target them like I usually do. Like I've been targeting sea run cutthroat for probably 13 years. I've been fishing for sea run cutthroat. So, can we combat fishing on coastal rivers? Definitely, definitely. It can be. It depends where you're at. Yo, what's up, main girl? How you doing? It's good to see all you guys in here tonight. I didn't know how this live stream was gonna go. How you doing tonight, main girl? Or morning for you, or whatever it is. It's nice to have some familiar faces in here. I was like, well, it's late. I might get like a random oddball group of people popping in. Had some trolls when I first started up. It's a party. Yeah. I mean, kind of. I'm just over here tying up some salmon leaders, so I'll show you. Couldn't sleep, smoking one. Glad you're on. Hell yeah, that's what's up. I'm definitely gonna be smoking one as soon as I end this live, without a doubt. All right, so we're doing these leaders for salmon. Literally doing the same. Hell yeah. I can be a troll if you're missing that element of your stream. Oh, that's hilarious. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. I do not need the trolls. Usually, I do my streams horizontally, and I avoid a lot of that for whatever reason. It always seems to be bad when you do the vertical streams, though. But it only was really at like the beginning of the stream today, and then other than that, it hasn't been too bad. So we're making these leaders for cut plugs. It has the beads that go to the back. So we're getting our measurement by where the line comes out of the top of the cut plug. Measuring out to 36 inches. Just Googling your nearest trout stream, thinking winter is coming. Spring season will start before I know it. Plan a getaway. There you go. Sounds like a good plan. All right, looks like we have three left to do, and then I might redo one of these. That one that I had a pretty bad kink in. That's where we're at. Nice and uniform. Love it. Keep up the great work, man. Great channel. Have a great night, everyone. Hey, I appreciate you popping in. I hope you have a great night, too. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping by the stream. Okay, so there's my other 3 hooks for that. Alright. Yep, just 3 more leaders to go. And then we'll probably end the stream after those. After those 3 leaders, or like I said, we might probably will redo that one because I'm not stoked on it. So
Hello, America. It's your girl, Heather McMahon, and have you heard the exciting news? Jumper, new Supreme.
let's see. Dangerous keywords to Google, Sandy. Proceed with caution. I'll show you guys my new net here in a little bit. If you give me a minute. My steelhead net, I think I mentioned it in one of my videos, but my steelhead net was getting to the end of its life, and I needed a new one before next season. So I pulled the trigger on one that's pretty nice. Got to make some payments on it, though. The fishing or me having a vacation? I know tons of people that would want me to take them on vacation. So, yeah, and again, 4-aught, addicted advantage bait hooks, and then that's the back hook, and then we're using the VMC Sure Set bait hook. Look at that thing, that is wicked. Okay.
Got safety protocols? Granger has the Safety Pros 2 call. Shop our vast inventory of safety products at Granger.com. Call, click, or just stop by. Granger, for the ones who get it done.
I've nailed a spot, still 5 and 12 hours away, but at least, hey, 5 hours is way better than 16, that's for sure.
With digital assistants powered by Dell AI Factory with NVIDIA.
Would be complimentary. Maybe go brighter.
you can personalize shopping experiences and keep your business moving forward.
Okay. Gotta get my beads. Have you ever tried shad fishing? I have not. My buddy wants to take me shad fishing this next month on the Umpqua. So I might try to make that trip happen. He's been trying to get me to go the last 2 years, and I've had like other things going on. But I might actually make it happen this year. Apparently, the stocking waters have expanded since I last fished trout. Hey, that's cool though. I mean, 5 hours is still a long trip, but it's definitely much more doable. For sure. Let's see, oh, wait. Robert, we used to club shad on the Eel River in California. Oh, yeah? I wouldn't be going until June. That's the spawn season, so plenty of time to get my smit together. Hell yeah. That's awesome. I hope you do go, Sandy. That sounds like it would be fun. And if you do, you should take a video. Make a video of the trip. Or if you have service, you can just go live out there. Take us all with you. Alright, 2 more liters to tie up. Okay. Trout Birthday Bash has a fantastic sound to it. Sure does. Gotta run. Until next time. Hey, thank you, main girl, for popping in. Appreciate you coming into one of my streams. Gary, man, we would love to go to Detroit Reservoir opening day of trout season. Yeah, are you gonna make that happen? I haven't been to Detroit in quite a while. It's a good spot, though. Good spot to fish, for sure. Lots of people out there, though. You're in Cali? Oh, man. What are you doing down there? Detroit is almost full. Sweet. Every Thanksgiving, I hit the Salmon River in Oregon. Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome. Three. Piece of cake. Why did Nightbot... What the fuck? Did you say it? Wait, did you say it more than once? Ever fish Nestucca? No, maybe that's why you got timed out. You might have got timed out for saying Nestucca. I have a lot of those rivers blacklisted. Never tried the Salmon River? Yeah, it's a wild system. It's one of the wild systems in Oregon. Yeah. Okay. 1 liter left after this one. 36-inch mark. Let's see. It's set now. I've just invited my dad and brother. No backing out. You're such bad influence. Hey, that sounds like a great time though, Sandy. Like, I'm glad to be a bad influence for that. That sounds like something I'm all about. Sounds like it should be a great time, honestly. Okay. Let's see. Don't forget to show us your net. Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm gonna grab that real quick. Alright. Here's the new net. So it's a fish pond. It's got a deep basket. Look at that. Look at that. It's a 26-inch deep basket. All rubber net. Yeah. That's my new steelhead net. So Oregon has a good run of salmon this year, as to what I've been hearing. I don't know. I went out Sunday and I didn't get a salmon. Gotta keep trying. Haven't fished for trout in over a decade. Basically a greenhorn again. Let you all tune into me fumbling a fish. Hey, trout aren't that hard to figure out, honestly. So even if it's been a while, I'm sure you can figure it out. Throw some spinners at them or something. Where did I score that? I got it online. I have to make payments on it. It's not a cheap net, so I have it on a payment plan. But I ordered it from what is it? It's one of the where did it come from? I think I got it from Fin and Fire. I think I got it from either Fin and Fire or I can't remember. I think I got it from Fin and Fire though, which is a fly shop in Bend. Is it going to be big enough? I've seen Stillies fairly bigger than that net though. No, honestly, it'll be great. Like the net itself is 26 inches deep, just in depth. And then it's got a pretty big opening. It's a mid-length boat net. So the regular boat net from Fish Pond has a longer handle. So this is mid-length, so it's easier to carry on the bank, but it still has the big open mouth. It's the biggest net that Fish Pond makes, actually. Early morning fishing scooter here, or just fish talk. I'm tying some leaders for salmon fishing, and then we're just kind of chatting away. Well, so there's a few things, Robert. One thing is like I wasn't a big fan of the micro mesh on my Beckman. The micro mesh, I've it seems that the fish get twisted up in it really easily, and it's a real pain in the ass for hooks, like trying to get hooks out of it. And so I wanted a net that wasn't quite micro mesh, would be easier on handling the fish, would be lightweight, and something like these have a replaceable net bag that I can get for them. So if this net bag goes bad, the handle and everything else has a warranty on it as well from Fish Pond. So if there's any manufacturer defect with the body of it, then they cover that. And the net is replaceable for like $35. So it's like pretty sweet. But yeah, just a few factors, just like the safety of the fish, the size of the net, the deepness of it. There were some other steelhead nets that were similar, but they had a shallower net, and I wasn't exactly feeling that.
With over 2 billion monthly users, YouTube Ads makes it easy to expand.
It was a hard decision, but I'm gonna get another Beckman for salmon, and this fish pond is gonna be just exclusively for steelhead. But I'm gonna get another Beckman for salmon. It will just be one with the bigger mesh. I want to get away from the micro. Can't even say it. The micro mesh. Oh, no. Just trying to overwrap that one again. Do not do that to me. There we go. I fixed it. I fixed it. I'm just trying to overwrap right here at the end of the wraps, but I fixed it. Everyone have a good Easter? Yeah, definitely. I was trolling for salmon. hard to have a bad day when you're fishing. Safety is my thing. Well, for sure. Yeah, and that was definitely a factor for me with this net too. It was just like the fact that it is definitely like it's safer for the fish, for handling. They're not twisting themselves up in it. That was just like the bane of my existence with my old net. Was like every time I'd get a fish in it, it would just want to wrap up, and then I'm like struggling to fight getting the fish untangled from the net, and it's not what I want to do. Not what I want to do. Acer was spent ripping out a garden and moving boulders around. Kind of boring. Garden work is nice, though. I like gardening. It's relaxing.
You know I don't play right. Just give me the word. You know I don't play right. Don't give me this. I'm gonna get back when I feel like. You know I don't play right. I'll put up a good fight. Just give me the word. You know I don't play right.
Okay.
You know I don't play right. I'm gonna get back when I feel like.
So that was our last one, but I am going to redo this one because it got such a hard kink in it that I'm just not a fan of that. So we'll just take the time to quickly re-tie this. Look at that, though. Mm-hmm. Okay. Right? Doesn't it? Completely agree with you.
To master an instrument of our own design, called to an irrational pursuit of something that always seems just beyond our reach.
Yeah. Alright, so let's cut this off.
Intuition meets innovation. And accuracy comes alive.
Yeah, and then you got all the other, you got the other two that are on the back, and they kind of just slide around, but yeah. All right, fresh piece of line. All right, so this will be the last leader of the stream. Looks like we're an hour and 34 minutes in. Okay. There we go. Nicely done. Okay. There it is. There it is. Put the beads on. Get our final cut on this sucker. All right.
It's your girl Heather McMahon, and have you heard the exciting news? Doper, new supreme shells and cheese is made for your pantry. I am on an exciting mission to bring a box to every pantry in the U.S. Every single one of them. So come on, we got pantries to fill. I'll give you love cheese.
All right. That is the last one. And then I have another one that's pre-tied on this other cut plug. I'm going to check the length of that one. All right, guys. There is the final result of the leaderboard. The 10 leaders that we tied up tonight. So we have the VMC Sure Set bait hook and a 5/0 for the top hook. The Addicted Advantage bait hook. Fine wire for the bottom hook. 4-finger gap between the two. 4 beads. 36 inches. Fairly quickly, yeah. I mean, an hour and 40 minutes. Probably could have tied quicker, but you know, I was chatting with you guys and stuff, and wasn't exactly just rushing through it. So, and now I just need to check the length on this one that I had tied up already from the other day. This was the one I was actually fishing on Sunday. I don't know if any of you guys tuned in for that live stream, but I was out trolling, and I had this one on. So this one's a little bit shorter. This one is a 28-inch on this guy right here. So I'll probably just leave this one as is. Okay. There we go. Okay. Check out this cut plug that I got. It's called the Electric Sombrero. Look at that. Oh, come on. Yeah. You got these pink magics. And these sardine ones look awesome. Look at that. A little bit of red right there. Yeah. Alrighty. Oh yeah, and I got this little thing for my flashers. So it's from Fishfield. Fishfield makes it. And it's just like a flasher organizer. Yeah. And it's like breathable back. So if you put your flashers away and they're wet, they'll still dry out. Folds up into a little burrito. And it's got a little carrying handle. Pretty sweet. All right, guys. Anybody got any questions or have anything that they want to say before we get out of here for the night? Looks like we're about an hour and 45 minutes or so into the stream. SOCOM back, that is cool. Yeah, it is. It's awesome. But it has 6 spots, so now I'm like, well, obviously I have to get 2 more flashers now. Like, I can't just leave those 2 spots empty. So, yeah. I talked to JT from Short Bus Flasher today, and he gave me a couple recommendations of some colors to look at. Something to say. Wish I had a hot donut and ice cream and chocolate. I have nothing. That sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out, Sandy Toes. You, Bill. Also, guys, if you look at Bill, I think he's the only one in here that has it right now. But you see that little fish that's next to Bill's name there? So when I first started to get where I had members, I had these fish designed because so many people have the same thing. It's the same boring, generic YouTube standard for badges for members. And I was like, I want something that stands out, something that's different, something that like can be kind of cool. And so this fish that he has here, the fish change colors the longer that you're a member of the channel. And so it starts, I think he's on 2 months. I'd have to double check, but I think that's 2-month fish, because I think the very first one is like kind of a plain color, and then it goes into multicolor, and it kind of varies through them, and then like the final stages of them, like the top 3 I think it's like the top 2 or the top 3 fish are tricolored fish. So you have, 3 colors, obviously, for your fish, which look pretty awesome. So I had somebody work with me on that and paid somebody to make me those little fish guys for my members of the channel because I thought that was pretty cool. And there's also another thing where the members can use like some super emotes or super emojis. I have one that's like "Let's go" and one that says "Fish on." I think that's just it. I think it's just those 2 right now. Y'all check out the paddlefish. I was watching a video on some paddlefish somebody put out where they were like snagging them because I guess that's how you catch them. Seemed pretty cool though. Cool looking fish. So. All right. Let the chat roll on here for another minute. It almost pulled me in the river. Do a reaction video? Do you have a video of it on your channel? I don't really do much like reaction videos and stuff, but if you have a video of it on your channel, I'll definitely check it out. Cool. Let's see. Cool. I just dropped you a sub, Scooter. Cool. Yeah, I just dropped you a sub. I'll check it out. Local kids are running amok. Sounds like someone just let off a firework in my backyard. I have to go and lock my gate. All right, take care, Sandy. We're gonna end this one out here, anyways. So, yeah, Scooter. I don't know if you're subscribed to me or not as well, but if you're not, definitely drop that sub, and I appreciate that for sure. So, but we're gonna get ending this one out, guys. Appreciate y'all for coming along today, hanging out while we tied up these leaders. Definitely ready to go fishing now. All right. Let's see. Have a good night.